Alright, let's switch over to the live scene. Sorry for the echo. Actually not sure how that happened. Ah. That would explain it. Alright, let's get to this. So, last time I decided I was going to work with Karma, because all options honestly seem kind of bad. And Karma's the one I like the best out of the three. Rod doesn't like me, and Rumple's a horny idiot. So, we are on to Chapter 3, I believe. I decide to go search for Karma as soon as I am done with Mr. Broom. Oh, I love Mr. Broom. Or as soon as it is done with me. He should be sitting at the bar or at a table. I find him at the usual table, talking to Walt, who has his hands on a box. Why, if it isn't the princess, lovely morning, isn't it? Need to remember that Karma does have a female voice, and I do think I'm right on the Beauty and the Beast curse being the curse. It's the same as any other. Nonsense. Every morning brings new opportunities, right, Walt? I guess so. Every day there's another chance for a good deed, princess. Right. Also, Walt seems to stick close to Karma, and I think that Walt is probably the smartest out of anyone here. No clever comment today, princess? I do so enjoy them. Maybe coming to Karma was a bad idea. I mean, yes, all of them were bad ideas. I'd love to stay and offer advice, but Walt and I better be off. We do have work to do. You mean that you're going to put me to work? Work? Parfait asked us to pick up some provisions for the tavern. She asked us, but in the end it will be me carrying everything. You'd make a lady carry everything? So you're a lady when it suits you. Karma suddenly stops and whirls to look at me with wide eyes. Oh! I cannot say that I like the glimmer in his eyes. How would you like to help Princess Suzette? I'm sure this would count as one of your good deeds. I'm pretty sure that's not how this works. Oh, Waltz, you're no fun. Helping Karma carry things does not sound pleasant, but I'll go. Let's face it, Lucette is the only voice I'm going to be consistent on. Truly? Oh my, Walt, it seems I will not be requiring your assistance today. Princess, are you sure? Perhaps this might be considered good. Besides, I'll finally get to leave this place for the first time since I've been here. I am sure. Okay, take good care of the princess, Karma. Of course! For the rest of the day, Karma takes me to different shops around town, reading off of a long list and giving me the coins to buy things. I notice that the townspeople treat me nicely when the two of us are together. I don't understand why everyone likes Miss Karma so much, but maybe it's because they do not really know him? We stop in the middle of town and sit at a small cafe on the outskirts to take a break. Miss Karma is still the picture of elegance. Why do you dress like a woman? Darling, not so loud. Why is this even a secret? It's related to my curse. I mentioned that before, didn't I? What was your curse again? Karma was one of the only people at the tavern who did not share what his curse was. Is knowing my curse even so important? You know what my curse is, so tell me what yours is. You dragged me around town to help carry your things. But princess, those weren't even my things. They weren't mine either. Okay, I will tell you, though it is very sad. Do not think a curse is meant to be a happy thing. I have the Beauty's Curse. It is what forces people to fall in love with me every time they see my handsome face. So it is Beauty and the Beast? Is that really a curse? That does not seem awful at all. Terrible, isn't it? So one is the right choice for points to Karma, but I could see him going either way. Huh. I will say, it's not that terrible. I don't think it's that terrible. You can work around it. You have your disguise. Yes, I suppose I do, don't I? People loving you isn't such a bad thing, is it? Everyone loves Miss Karma. Meanwhile, I cannot even get my father to look in my direction. I prefer a person to love me as I am, not because they're compelled to use a curse. Beauty and the Beast for sure. I can feel his eyes on me. I refuse to look at him, thinking that his gaze must be filled with judgment. Princess, are you okay? I had a feeling the first choice was correct, but I still did the one I felt like Lucette would actually say. Why wouldn't I be? You look a little lost in thought. I'm fine. Still, it feels like I'm missing something. Is that really the entirety of his curse? No, I don't think it is. I think his sex got changed. I am pretty sure that that's not fake. For lack of a better term. But don't people fall in love with you when you're a woman as well? No, Princess, that love is admiration or appreciation, sometimes lust. And when you're a man? They swarm to me, like moths to light, it becomes suffocating. Okay, so I was wrong on that. That's actually really interesting. Okay. I'm intrigued. Whom does it affect? The curse only affects women. It is a condition of the curse that they be a woman and that I be a man. It's part of the fairy tale. Okay. Which fairy tale? I'm pretty sure I've called this. The one with... Oh! Karma suddenly stands up and points at a man selling red apple-like candles. He pulls me over, insisting that we try one. I try to bring the subject of the curse again, but to no avail. Karma somehow manages to be distracted for the rest of the day and is able to effectively dodge my questions. He's good. Is Karma hiding something from me? Why would he? I thought pairing up meant helping each other break our curses. Does he not want to break his curse? He might not want to. We know Rod doesn't want to. Oh, thank you so much, Lucette. We were in dire need of these supplies. I supervised her well, didn't I? Of course, dear. Even I can tell Buffet's being patronizing. Which I don't blame her for. Did not do anything. Princess, you wound me. It's the truth. But we had that nice talk. You avoided half of my questions. Karma lets out an exasperated sigh that becomes very forced beyond. I'm going to bed. Today has been a tiring day. Please excuse me, darling. Sleep well. Sleep well, Karma. Karma walks away, leaving me alone with Parfait. He's not so bad, you know. I don't know why I agreed to work with him. Give him a chance, Lucette. Did not get a single good deed today. It's not just about the act, but about the intentions. Did Karma just use me then? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know why Lucette keeps forgetting about the key detail of good deed. You have to do a good deed because you don't do a good deed because you need to. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Tonight I will rethink my partnership. barely sleep that night. When I wake up the next day, my body is sore from carrying supplies around town yesterday. The more I think about karma, the more my anger boils inside of me. I could have not gotten a good deed yesterday. I decide to find him first thing in the morning. I see him at his usual table, once again staring out the window. A dark aura seems to surround him, and I notice that no one is sitting with him today. Karma? He keeps staring outside. His eyes are glassy. Karma! Oh, Princess, good morning! It's far from a good morning. I did not sleep at all last night. What a shame. His voice is surprisingly cold, his tone rather dismissive. I was too busy thinking about yesterday. You told me that helping you would maybe help me complete a good deed. I pointed at my necklace, which hasn't changed at all since I received it. You see, not another piece. Your piece is added to your glass slipper? That's charming. I was thinking that pairing up with you was a bad idea. Princess, did you just say that you were paired up with me? I did. You must have known. Oh my, I assumed that you just wanted to help me. I didn't know you were pairing up with anyone. That's right, I never told him directly I wanted to partner up. Should I have? Yes. Well, it does not matter what I say anymore, because I do not think you can help me. Princess, I can't help you do a good deed. You have to do them on your own. I can present you with opportunities, though. Opportunities? We start first by thawing the ice around your heart. So even Karma is calling me the Ice Princess. At least I speak my mind and don't pretend to be someone I'm not. I do not promise things I cannot deliver either. Princess, I do believe you misinterpreted my words yesterday. That's not my fault. It kind of is. Patience is a virtue. Now, if you could, I would like some time alone. I did not sleep well yesterday. Didn't sleep well? Oh dear, that makes all three of us. Yep, I had a feeling it was you. I turn around and see Rumple appear at the front door. He strides toward the table with a confident grin on his face, and then takes another seat. Karma lets out a sigh. Val, man, what are you doing here? You flirt with a man once and he hates you, is that it? No, you flirt with a man and then you insult him unnecessarily. Oh, I thought that was all in good fun. Something about the expression on Rumple's face tells me that is not true at all. Are they always going to be at each other's throats now? What are you doing here, Rumple? I couldn't sleep. Oops, I misread that. I couldn't help but overhear that you were looking for a partner, Princess. I thought I might offer my assistance since I know that I can make you far happier with this fool over here. That has nothing to do with anything, Rumple. Would you like me to hit you again? What is the problem, sir? I only came to provide assistance where you could not. Rumple turns to me, grabs my hand, and winks at me. What do you say, Princess? We could be wonderful partners, and in no time at all, I swear I would have your heart aflutter. No. Not going to that kind of partnership. No, stop. Before I can slap his hand away, Karma slaps him instead. I could not help the surprise on my face. Would you like another slap? I'm in no mood for pleasantries today. I don't know how I ever mistook you for a lady. You're the most brutish man here. A slap for each cheek, darling. Would you like a third? Rumple stands abruptly from the table and glares at Karma. You can almost see electricity bouncing between the two of them as they stare over my head at each other. I see Horian walking towards us with a stern look on her face. I would never hurt a person unnecessarily. I don't resort to violence. Somehow I doubt that. My then, that gives me all the openings I need. No, he deserves a slap. I lean forward to slap Rumple from his blind spot. Both of the men turn to stare at me. I look at the red spot I left on Rumple's cheek and wince. I don't think I've ever slapped a person for anyone else before. My chest feels slightly heavy. Princess? You're being ridiculous. I've told you many times I do not appreciate your flirting. Karma doesn't either. Such a persistent man needs to be slapped a few times. Rumple puts a hand to his cheek and stares at me distraught. You deserve that. Alright, what's happening over here? Orion comes to stand in front of us, her expression stern. Nothing, I was just showing myself out. Excuse me. Rumple leaves. I am alone with Karma. He slumps back down into his chair. After making sure that he won't do anything rash again, Orion leaves us. I leave Karma sitting there by himself and I return to the front of the tavern where Anise has more chores waiting for me. Today I have to work as a server, which is better than working with Mr. Broom. Usual people are at the tavern, and I overhear conversations as I work. At one point, Garland walks over to the bar and Anise serves him a drink. He looks sullen, and I watch him curiously for a few moments. I notice that he's staring at Horian, who is talking sternly to two drunken men continuously clacking their vials together at the table. If you make too much of a scene here, you're going to bother the other customers. The same people are here all the time, eh? We're not bothering anyone, hun. Garland looks so agitated. What is wrong with him? I will not stand to have you call me that again. Listen up, woman. We have been a knight at the palace before, but you got no such title now. Oh, I do not like them. Garland stands up, and I can see silent anger in his eyes. A few people at the bar look up at him with worry. I may have no title, but I still demand respect. Sir Garland? Are you okay? He looks back at us, almost like he's coming out of a trance. I'm fine. Sorry about that, ladies. He sits back down, glancing once more at Orion as she continues speaking to the men. They glance at Garland warily, her expressions more somber. Why is he acting that way? Garland's usually more composed. Princess, is something on your mind? No. I brush all thoughts of what just transpired from my mind as I return to my work. Hours go by, and my body protests all of the leaning I have to do. Even though I had to carry a lot around town yesterday, it was nice to be out for a while. Maybe I am better off helping him just to avoid the truths in here. At least that stops me from being worked to the bone. Oh, Princess, you're doing very well today. I always perform like this. But today you're delivering everything really quickly. You mean to say that I don't perform well on other days? She doesn't mean that, no. But no, Princess, I only mean to say that today your performance is even better than normal. Is that supposed to be a compliment? I walk away from Anise, who stares after me sadly. If she wanted to give me a compliment, she could have said something that wasn't so backhanded. I don't think she was being backhanded. You improved. That's a good thing. As the tavern clears for the day, I finally have time to sit down and relax. As I'm sitting there, Waltz pulls up a chair and sits in front of me. Hello, Princess. I heard from Anise that you were excellent at your job today. Congratulations on improving. Princess? So you're mocking me now too? No, they're being sincere. Also, I just realized I keep switching between third and first person. Like, I get into the role and then I get pulled out. It's so weird. Princess, I think you're taking things too seriously. The intention of a compliment is to, well, compliment someone. I'm not making fun of you. You're implying that I'm not normally as good at this. We never said you weren't good at this, only that you were better today. Let me give you an example. I put on a puppet show for kids. Sometimes the children come to me and say that the show was even better than usual. So the children are telling you that your shows aren't normally satisfactory? No, that's not what they're saying. Not at all. The children always smile, regardless of whether they really like the show. So once you're trying your best, that's all that matters. The people in the bar are always smiling when you deliver food to them, aren't they? No, no one likes me here. If you smiled, they would smile back. I'm not going to smile for any of them. I do not owe them anything. I don't need to owe anyone a smile. Any smile that isn't owed is fake. I kind of actually agree with her a bit there. Not entirely, but a little bit, just based off of real life stuff. Princess, I'm leaving, Waltz. I want some time for myself. Walk upstairs to my bedroom, pointedly ignoring the look of sadness on Waltz's face. I've been sleeplessly laying on my bed for hours. Sometimes I hear the sounds of people walking through the hallway. I would be up at this time of night. I need to leave and get some fresh air. It's eerily quiet at night. I stop when I hear faint sounds coming from outside. I'm going to go outside. I have a feeling I know what it is, but I do want to check. Well, I did say I need some fresh air. No point in backing out now. I walk to the front door. Princess? Hi, Delore. Haven't seen you. Actually, this is the first I've seen you all chapter, isn't it? I turn and see Delora looking at me with amusement flickering in her eyes. Princess, what are you doing? Getting some fresh air. It's dangerous out at night, you know. You can't just keep me inside like some caged bird. I didn't say you had to stay inside. I said it was dangerous. You might need to get your ears checked. I thought Delora was a character I was not going to like, but I'm actually very much in love with her. There won't be any problem with me going out right now. Princess, you only hear what you want to hear. You can't go outside without an escort. I'm not going to go far. Before Delora can stop me, I walk out the front door and head in the direction of the sounds. You must be the most disobedient princess I've ever met. And you must be the most annoying witch. Roads out an dignified snort as she catches up to me. Fine then, we'll go on this little night stroll together. Delora and I eventually find ourselves in the forest. Those sounds, it sounds like metal against metal. Yeah, it's sword fighting. Well, I guess with you being partnered with Karma, you would find out eventually. Excuse me? You get the answer to my question when we walk through the trees and come into a clearing. I finally see where the sounds are coming from. Two men stand in the clearing, swords clashing. One of the men is Garland, who is poised with his sword. It takes me a moment to realize that the other is Karma, who isn't in a dress. So is he who was with Waltz that night? Neither he nor Garland noticed us at first. Princess, you're staring. Of course I am. What is all of this? A practice session. Karma is a very talented swordsman, and he practices at night with either Orient or Garland, depending on who's not on patrol. Karma can use a sword that well? The king told me once that only knights could have such skill. Just who is Karma? Oh, if it isn't the princess. His voice is nothing like the feminine voice I always hear from him. Karma actually sounds like a man. I notice him looking at me in between his strikes with a little smile. How does he remain so composed and steady with distraction? Princess? Karma quickly finds an opening in Garland's hesitant stance, and then pins him to the ground with his sword still smiling. To be distracted is to die, Garland. I know. The ability to see distractions and then put them in the back of your mind is one every knight should hone. You must know everything that is happening around you, but only deal with the pertinent things. Yes, sir. Karma straightens, sword in hand. Moments later, Garland stumbles to his feet and gives an obedient bow. Karma nods at him before sheathing his sword. A slow melancholy begins to creep into my heart. For some reason, seeing this sword practice makes me nostalgic, though I'm not sure why. What are you practicing for? To protect, Princess. Knowing the sword is the same as knowing the shield. It's a means to protect. At least it's supposed to be. To protect? I think I remember having this kind of conversation with him before. I never figure out how to counter an opponent when they're mere inches from my face. My commander called that one the enemy's kiss, a standoff where your eyes lock onto your opponents because of proximity. The best way to counter that is to feint the sword in the opposite direction. It throws your opponent off because they're not looking. Oh, that makes sense, but the enemy's kiss, what a name. It seems so dramatic for a sword move, doesn't it? Swordplay is dramatic though, isn't it? Isn't the most effective swordplay not meant to be flashy? Princess, I didn't notice you there. Good morning, Princess. Well, the most effective swordplay cannot be predicted. Commander says it needs to be robust and quick. Sometimes swordplay can look like dancing though, which is why some think that professionals are flashy. To the point that dancing actually did come from sword fighting. That is actually a thing. A lot of people don't know. That seems unnecessary. Everyone has their own methods, their own skills. All of us knights fight for different reasons as well. Isn't it to protect all of us in the palace? Well, yes, but we protect everyone in the castle for different reasons, Princess. Knights protect for different reasons. I turned to Karma. But Karma, you're not a knight. No, I'm most definitely not, but since Garland and Horian begged me to teach them, I have somehow become their mentor. There's no way Garland and Horian would do that. After all, the both of them were the best knights in Angiel before they were stripped of their titles. Karma actually speaks the truth. Horian and I really did have to get down on our knees and beg for him to instruct us. What? Is Karma really so talented? So, you're finally impressed with me? What do you think, Princess? I'm the picture of elegance in this outfit, aren't I? You know, I don't know why you and Rumple fight so often. You really are very similar. I think you answered your own question, Laura. Don't compare me to that fool. He has no class. Just because you come from different backgrounds doesn't mean he has less class. So the reason you were so tired today is because you do these practices at night? Oh, I suppose you'll be caught red-handed. Does this have to be a secret? Does it have to do with Karma's curse? He's not as disguised now. Could have been working on breaking our curses today, but no, you decided that staying up late into the night and practicing was more important. It's probably why you're grumpy this morning. Well, our protection is vital, don't you think? Garland, you were at the palace. How's it that Karma possesses more skill with the sword than you? Princess, let's be honest, it's a fair question. Karma's special, Princess. He's more talented with the sword than a lot of other people. But I do pride myself on being a splendid instructor. But never fear, Princess. I will help you dispel your curse. After all, you did just suggest that we're still partners. Can you really help me with my curse? But how will we do that by just presenting opportunities? We'll try again tomorrow, darling. But for now, Garland and I have some more work to do. This time, Garland, do not lose focus. Yes, sir. The sound of swords carried through the night air, and for a long while I stand with Laura watching the two men fight. Karma chides Garland often, telling him that his concentration is waning. Karma's a good swordsman, perhaps even better than the palace knights. His nimble swordplay repeats again and again in my head, even when I return to the tavern for the night. Lucette, I've told you before that the knights are an unruly bunch. But Mother, they are so much fun to watch. They're dangerous, Lucette. Any person with a sword has the potential to use it on you. But Father says those knights are supposed to protect me. That they are, as that is their order, but as people they may not be so good, Lucette. Not so good? The king has told you that the knights are meant to use swords to protect you, but you cannot trust them completely. Even though Father said they would keep me safe? Sometimes the people we trust are the most deceitful, and a man with a sword has a weapon to use against you. No matter what he says, be wary that he can turn on you. I don't think it's the knights using the weapons on her. I'm pretty sure this is, the weapon of the mind here. Haven't I told you before that you should not trust people? But the knights are... Even knights can be treacherous, Lucette. Do not trust a man with a sword. He can be dangerous. Yes, Mother, I understand. Try to understand, my sweet. I only want you to be safe. I don't buy that in the slightest. Yes, I understand. Chapter 4. Wow, okay. I didn't feel I was playing that long, but wow. Horian, if you don't come at me like you truly mean to stab me, you'll never land a hit. Oh, I just realized he's in the women's class. Oh, right. If it affects any woman, then yeah, right. That makes sense. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. It's been about 2 weeks since I first saw Karma here in the forest practicing with Garland. I've come here every night since then, though I never stay long as Karma, since I actually have work to do in the mornings. Alright, here I come. Their swords clash, and Karma laughs as he throws Horian back and taps her lightly on the shoulder with the sword. That makes 4 hits, and that one was easy. Is that the best you can do, Horian? Notice that every time Karma practices with Horian, he sees Mr. Karma disguise. He says this because of the curse, and because he does not want Horian to fall in love with him. Is he being overdramatic? I doubt someone like Horian would fall in love with Karma. Be subtle and quiet. Garland tells me that you're usually good at that. I am, sir. Then why the exception today? Sir. Darling, it won't have to be because of the way I'm dressed, would it? Are you still not used to it? Hit the nail on the head, have I? It's not very chivalrous to her, a lady of course, but that logic applies to men as well. An enemy is an enemy, Horian. Even if your enemy is a delicate flower like myself. Delicate flower? Horian, you should hit him on the head for that. But Princess, he's not delicate at all. Horian laughs and I scowl at her. Is she laughing at me? She's laughing with you, I think. You and Karma seem to get along. I doubt it. Oh, Princess, you wooed me. You always say that. You woo me where Horian's blade cannot. Something flashes in Horian's eyes as she readies her sword again. Karma stands ready as Horian rushes at him with her sword. Their swords clash again. I wonder. Karma, your back's open. Karma turns. Horian taps him on the shoulder and laughs out aloud. I did it. A single hit. Looks like you have a weakness too, Karma. No, it wasn't a weakness. It was the last week of sleep catching up with me. Why didn't you listen to me? You told Garland the other day that it was crucial to only listen and watch the most important things. There's your answer. Alright, Prince. Alright, practice is over for now. I can see Garland coming for his practice. Karma walks to a corner to have a drink. I should probably head back to the tavern soon, but there's something I want to see first. On our way out, Horian gives a solemn nod to Garland. She passes to say something to him, and then looks at me, noticing my vague curiosity. I was just mentioning what a good swordsman Karma is. I've seen him fight, and Karma is a good swordsman, there's no doubt about it, yet is practicing with him really so special? He's fast on his feet and quick with his reactions. He's an excellent person to train under, even better than most of the commanders in the palace. I can second that. Even better than Ross, remember him? The first commander we trained under, the one that punished slow learning with extra exercises. You always had to do more exercise than I did. Something about you being distracted? I was watching the way you swung your sword to make sure you didn't hurt yourself. Sure, that's what you were watching. You've always been overprotective. Well, They both suddenly stopped to look at Karma, who's smiling slyly on the side. Why does he have that look on his face? Really? You're not seeing this? Well, that's a sign. We can't keep the commander waiting. Garland shakes his head, his expression snapping back into something more serious. Right. The two exchange quick farewells before Horian waves and steps out of the clearing, leaving Garland with Karma. You're in a dress today. Are you two really so opposed to hurting me when I'm in a dress, or are you worried about ruining it? No. It's just so strange. You move so well, even in a long dress. But yes, Horian did mention almost stepping on it once. Impossible. I am the picture of elegance. Of course, sir. Karma shrugs Garland's comment off. The two ready their swords, and then get right into the practice. Horian has taken over Garland's patrol now, so Garland can get into practice time. So Garland, have you told Horian yet? That's a no. No. conversation that Karma always has with Garland is the real reason I stay behind to watch the practice. Have you seriously not figured this out? I understand why Garland answers Karma's question if doing so makes him so depressed. Will you ever say anything to her, Garland? Okay, so you do have it figured out. I was not sure. Well, you just confessed to her already. Karma lands an easy hit on Garland, who sighs in response. Whenever Garland thinks about Horian, he gets distracted. I don't understand his feelings at all, but seeing him remain quiet frustrates me. Horian is talented and poised, I could never be good enough for her. You'll never win a woman's heart if you don't compliment her looks as well, Garland. Oh, she's pretty too, beautiful, and then there's me. Are they both knights? Haven't they been trained together for a long time? Just say something to her. Well, all you have to do is talk about her. Even Karma says your concentration is lacking because she's always on your mind. So just tell her, if she does not like you back, then that's it. She doesn't like me back. Confessions are hard, Princess, very tedious. You're only saying that because you're dramatic about everything. The very nature of love is dramatic, darling. Not really. But enough idle chatter, sir. Let's continue our training. I end up staying longer than I intended. By the time I consider returning to the tavern, Garland and Karma are wrapping up for the night. I have a question for Karma, so I wait until Garland leaves before I approach him. You're still here, Princess? Or are you seeking out alone time with me by chance? I have enough of that every day when we run errands. I just have a question for you. You always come to the right person. What can I do for you, Princess Lucette? Ask Garland the same question every time you train, and he always tells you that he cannot confess. Karma nods in acknowledgement, but his attention is on his sword. He inspects it carefully before sheathing it. It frustrates me. You're frustrated? The look of his always annoys me. Oh my. It's annoying. Do you want to ask me why he won't confess because you're so frustrated? Yes. Suppose after almost 2 months, I do know you a bit better now. You do not know anything about me. You do not know anything about Karma either. Confessing isn't easy, dear Lucette. I'm sure you must realize that the possibility of rejection is a significant deterrent, which is why you really should just get it over with as soon as possible. But if you never ask, you never get an answer, and the stress of worrying stays with you and ruins everything. Why are you staring at me? Is that the reason you're so blunt, Princess? Blunt? You're far more blunt than I am. Princess Lucette, you truly are amusing. You're as sharp as a knight's blade. I'm not amusing. That's a matter of opinion, darling. He really is insufferable. Yet, I still come to him for advice. The scariest part of a confession is the possibility of rejection. Can you imagine loving someone and then finding out that they don't feel the same way about you? A thought shifts to the king, my chest tightens. Princess Lucette? Karma reaches out a hand to brush a strand of hair out of my face. I slap it away without realizing. He pulls his hand back with a gentle sigh. My apologies, Princess. No, I cannot imagine. No? Loving someone and finding out they do not feel the same way? I always knew my father never loved me. My understanding is different from what Karma is referring to. Besides, I no longer hold any love in my heart for the king. I've already given up hope on him. Right? It's a good thing you haven't experienced a rejected love, Princess. It's one of the worst feelings. Karma asked to be alone, so I returned to the tavern by myself that night. Okay, that was an interesting intermission scene. I don't know why I agreed to this when nothing changes. Today I am once again out in town with Karma running errands. His group partners insist on me coming with them every day. Why do you need a new dress? Because the lady needs all kinds of dresses in her closet. Variety is key when you want to make a good impression. Why do you want to make a good impression on people in a disguise? The disguise is meant to conceal you, it's not exist to be flaunted. I mean, it can be both. Oh no, darling, I only wear the disguise to stop the curse from working on people. It's not really meant to conceal anything but the fact that I am a man. Being doted on by a married woman, or by a woman in love with another man, is especially troubling. Is the curse really that powerful? Karma leads me over to the dress store, and our conversation pauses when he goes to the store owner to give specifications for a new dress. When we leave, Karma suggests going someplace to reward me for all my hard work. You're treating me? Why wouldn't I, darling? You've been helping me for a while now. What's this feeling? Gratitude? Karma does owe me for everything I've done for him, so why do I feel like this? No, it would be much easier for you to just help me carry bags. Oh, there, let's buy one of those cupcakes. Karma cuts through my suggestion easily. Does he really dislike work so much that he'd rather pay me off for helping him? Karma takes me to a stand showcasing all kinds of cupcakes. There's some with colored frosting, others with fancy decorations. Some are especially eye-catching. A bright blue cupcake decorated with little stars. Anything catch your fancy, ladies? All of them, actually. Alas, I do not think eating them all would be good for my diet. What do you think, Princess? We'll share one. I turn back to the cupcakes, which I realize are big enough to share between two people. If she's one for myself or one that Karma would like, I guess he is treating me, but... Two cupcakes catch my eye. One has a tiny little creature sitting on the top of the frosting. It seems to be a little lizard of sorts, though it is strange. The colors remind me of Karma's dress. Actually, now that I think about it, that pattern, I thought it was Lee's, but it could be a lizard of some kind. The other cupcake is decorated with little white chocolate pearls. These pearls are small and somehow cute, but Karma might like the other cupcake? Oh, so it's between those two? Which would you like, Lucette? We're going with the lizard one. Because one, that just sounds cooler anyway. I'll have that one. The one with the... Oh my, is that a chameleon? Chameleon, of course! That makes perfect sense. Chameleon? It is a chameleon. Oh, that's adorable, sir. We'll take one of those. I was thinking you liked the killers, not the chameleon, whatever that is. Let's go enjoy this somewhere else, shall we? Karma leads me to the middle of the plaza, and the two of us find a table. He walks off to get a fork and a knife before returning and handing a set to me. Do you really need a knife and fork to eat a cupcake? So, before we got your dress and you distracted me with cupcakes, we were talking about your curse? Or are we? It's not an interesting topic. I was glad that we'd gotten off that tangent, to be honest. Why don't you want to talk about it? You have your secrets just as I do, Princess. The whole point of pairing up is to help each other with our curses. Princess, you want to help me? Only because it's necessary that I help him so he can help me. I haven't made any progress helping you, though. You said you would provide me with opportunities. I'm not very good at that, am I? I'm sorry, Princess. Well, I don't think I've done anything for you either. But Princess, you've been helping me for the last few weeks. Whether or not it's an obligation, you're still a good company. Good company? No one has ever told me that before. They only chide me for being difficult to speak with. That is a cute cupcake. Karma starts cutting the cupcake, his knife sliding through frosting and the cake with ease. I've definitely never seen such refined manners for a simple dessert. What was your life like before the curse, Princess? I've no need to tell you any of that. No, it's not necessary, but I am curious. Might be doing a good deed in telling him? I don't think so. How about we trade off fact for fact? You give me a story today, and I'll give you one tomorrow. Let me see anything interesting in your life. Well, you do keep asking about my curse. Only because we're working on breaking our curses. Okay then, we won't talk about the past or any secrets, we can talk about this cupcake instead. What? Why does he always insist on changing the topic? Karma cuts the chameleon on top in half. I notice that he gives himself the head, which is a lot cuter, while I get stuck with the tail. Chameleons are little lizards that can blend into their surroundings. Is he willing to go this far to avoid the subject? He's not avoiding the subject. This is important. When I was a child, my father used to call me a chameleon. What? I hid a lot to avoid responsibilities. Oftentimes no one would find me, not my father nor the servants. If he had servants, then that makes him... Yep, a prince, I kind of guessed. A noble? One day, I was out searching for a mythical creature in my garden, and I came upon the chameleon. This small, silly little lizard, but I'd only found it because I was looking for something fantastic. The lizard on the cupcake does not seem all that fantastic. My father explained what it was to me, and then he started calling me a silly little chameleon. It was ridiculous, but he said I was always very good at hiding, so it suited me. What is it, Princess? It seems like you're still good at hiding. You hide behind your disguise and keep many secrets. I suppose I'm still a chameleon then. I don't think that nickname makes any sense. Sometimes they don't have to. Nicknames don't have to make sense to be endearing, Princess. I just realized there's a musical pun in here. Can we please just get back to the subject at hand? Yes, this cupcake, not that. If you insist on sharing a story for a story, then I will tell you something about me. Oh? You didn't seem the type to want to share. I normally do not see any reason for sharing things about my past, no. Other ones told me that to confide in someone else was a weakness. More than that, I was always worried that others would judge me. No one's ever wanted to listen to me. I know enough about others' opinions of me to know that they think I am the one at fault. Always. I wouldn't judge you, Princess. I mean, I wouldn't judge you for not wanting to say anything to me. I divulged nothing to you, after all. A story for a story, that is the deal, right? I expect you to keep it. Or rather, a fact for a fact. It's not like I have to tell him everything, just something about myself. Tell you about my life at the palace. It's not as if it's a secret, though I doubt Karma would understand. Ever since Mother died, the palace has been a cold place. What a surprise. Is it because you see Emmeline and Rod and assume we are all one big happy family? I do have to admit that Princess Emmeline seems quite gentle, Prince Rod is quiet, but he seems like an honorable man. When I saw you and the princess at the dress store, Princess Emmeline seemed very nice, did she not? Her kindness is fragile at best, she tries too hard for it to be genuine. Her insistence is irritating, I have never wanted to be friends with her. The king took a second wife after my mother died, as if she never mattered to him. Karma is silent and I continue to talk, my emotions loosening my tongue. I meant to stop there, but the words keep coming. The only one who ever showed me any affection at the palace was Mother. He never paid much attention to me in the first place, but he treats Rod and Emily far better than he's ever treated me. What was your mother like? All of my fondest memories are of her. She was always with me in the palace, teaching me right from wrong. She taught me how not to show weakness, who to speak with. This conversation is useless. People are often very likely to lead you astray. That was the reason I never saw any reason to speak with the townsfolk. Will you judge me as everyone else does? No, but I think it's going to judge, your mother a bit, because, you know, I am. No, Princess, I'm not judging you. I'm just a little sad. Sad? Why would you be sad? Sounds like you lived an empty life. It's not an empty life. But it sounds like your mother separated from you from everyone. Wasn't that as if the townsfolk would have accepted me anyway? Excuse me. Mother said they were not to be trusted. Princess, about your mother. I'm not here to speak ill of Mother. No, I only had a question about your mother. Karma coughs, and I pause to stare at him as he clears his throat. What is it? This... Oh gods. Hear the change immediately. His voice is lower, far lower. The soft gentleness is gone. Karma puts a hand to his throat and grumbles. Karma's voice is teetering on the edge of sounding unmistakably male. I've always wondered how he's able to change his voice, but I always forget to ask him about it. What happened to your voice? Oh, it's Miss Karma! Oh, that's what happened, isn't it? I turn to see a young market girl approaching us. She looks at Karma adoringly. I always wanted to speak with you, Miss Karma, ever since you complimented my dress that one time in the dress store. Your dress is as lovely today as always, Miss Karma. Karma? Miss Karma, are you okay? I am quite fine. cannot help but giggle as the girl takes a step back, looking shocked by Karma's now deep voice. Karma curses again in his deep voice before forcing a bright smile on his face. Excuse me, I am feeling under the weather. Notice that he's trying to change the pitch of his voice, but the highness is only annoying rather than soothing now. Oh, I'm sorry. Karma turns to me urgently, but I am too amused to offer any sort of assistance. What is it, Miss Karma? Karma's smile is forced and his eyes are glaring at me. I laugh once again, not able to help myself. His expression softens, but only slightly. We're not going to tease him. Attempt to leave with Karma. I think we had better get going. Karma nods his head. I'll have explaining to do if we just sit here. Is there nothing I can do to help you two? No, obviously not. I'm sorry. He's not looking amused. Why? I'm only trying to get us out of here faster. Leaving. He takes my hand and curtsies politely to the girl as he pulls me away. Karma, you sound sick. It's run out. Run out? The potion that Parfait makes for me. I must have talked too much. Ah, so that's how you change your voice. You talk too much? Karma puts a finger to his lips as we stroll through town. He shakes his head, making it clear that he won't speak to me until later. When we arrive at the tavern and it is already dark, Karma pauses and turns to look at me. What? You have a nice smile, Princess Lucette. I'm glad I could make you laugh. Well, of course I laughed. You sounded ridiculous. It's worth sounding ridiculous just to see you smile. You and Rumple really are the same. The comment doesn't faze him. He smiles widely as he leaves for his room. I'm glad I could make you laugh. I cannot get those words out of my head, even though I'm supposed to be resting for the night. I think I should go see if Karma is practicing with Horian or Garland. I'll leave my room and go down to the reception room. Delora and Parfait let me go to the forest at night alone now, since they know that I'm meeting up with Karma. Parfait is in the reception room tonight, reading a book. I was always told reading in the dark was bad for your eyes. Oh, Princess, I didn't see you! I noticed that she's closed the book, and I can now read the cover. She's reading Cinderella? That's my fairy tale curse. The Great War was caused by the fairy tales, right? Yes, that's right. And yet you are reading one. The curses are based off of these fairy tales after all. But why are you reading Cinderella? The curse isn't anything like the fairy tale, it's reversed. True, but the morals remain the same. In order to become Cinderella, you must be good like her. Cinderella had everything handed to her by a fairy godmother. I had everything taken away. Thank you. That is a point that really does bug me with Cinderella. Princess, have you truly had everything taken away from you? Compared to what I used to have, what I have now might as well be nothing. You have friendships and people enjoy your company. No one in this tavern enjoys my company. Are you sure about that, Princess? I think you just have difficulty trusting that we all like you. Like me? Why would you like me? You've become like family here. I haven't even been here that long. It doesn't matter. Everyone here at the Margin is family. Family? You're saying that everyone at the Margin is like family? Princess, you're on my borders. You're more than just a regular here. You live with us. So like I said, you're family. I speak more to people here than I have ever spoken to my own family. In the house I was always alone. The only person I could speak with was Fritz. Are you going to watch Karma practice? My non-response. Be safe, Princess. As I head to the door, I recall what happened earlier today. Parfait, what is this potion you make for Karma? You mean the potion I make to change his voice? He begged me to help him when he first designed his disguise. Karma makes a beautiful woman, but I didn't think the illusion was complete without a convincing voice. You know how picky he is. Something else on your mind, Princess? Karma hides his curse, but you must know the conditions for breaking it, don't you? Parfait does not answer. Or are you also keeping it a secret? Princess Lucette, not everyone likes to talk about their curse. I think it would be better if you ask Karma directly. I just don't understand why he won't tell me everything when I'm trying to help him. Just as you think your good deeds are difficult, there is also something about Karma's curse that he can't come to terms with. Put my hand to the necklace around my neck. I still haven't performed any good deeds. Can I really do this? I'm going now. Walk out the front door and into the forest. Decide not to think about all this, at least not until later. I wish this was all simpler and that karma wasn't cloaked in so many secrets. Mother, I went to town today. Oh, I told you not to go into town. Did your father take you? You told me that would be fun. And was it? No, everyone looked really angry at me, but I don't know why. I told you before, haven't I, dearest one? The townsfolk are jealous of you. Jealous? They're bitter about their lot in life, and because of that, they will seek to use you for status. You cannot trust them, you say. You cannot trust anyone but me. Trusting others will only lead to heartbreak, you say. You need only trust me, because I will never hurt you. Yep, definitely hurting her. No, I was originally going to call it at an hour, but I'm really enjoying this. I should save, though. Yes, I want to save. So we're in Chapter 5 with Karma. I've been at the Martian for a couple of months now, and I still haven't managed to do a single good deed. Today I went out to town with Waltz to buy ingredients for a buffet. Two of us have both been very quiet, which is uncharacteristic for Waltz. Princess? What? Did Karma explain why he wasn't coming with you today? Princess? Does Waltz not like my company? Is that why he's asking why he had to fill in for Karma? He said he was tired. Oh. Waltz turns his head, his eyebrows furrowing in confusion. Town feels different today. It does? It feels as if there are people watching us. How can you tell? With practice, I have a lot of eyes on me when I'm doing my puppet shows after all. Even before then I was used to being watched, I guess. Before you were cursed? Why? Well, I was more conspicuous as an adult, I guess. An adult? Oh, right. You have the Neverland curse. You remembered, yes, I have the Neverland curse. I told you what that was in the tavern once. You're stuck as a child when you should be a man. Right, it's a little inconvenient, but I've gotten used to it. Waltz is so much more straightforward about his curse than Karma. The two of us go into a store where we find the little cups that Buffet asked us to buy. After I pay, Waltz automatically pays up the bags. His help is nice for a change. I've become so accustomed to carrying bags on my own. So, have you made any progress on your good deeds? See from my necklace I have not. But you have changed. I just don't see how I've changed at all. Karma hasn't taught me anything about doing good. Or I think he has, actually. Seems in order to do good, you need to realize some things about yourself first. Maybe Karma's not so bad at helping with that. He's selfish, flamboyant, and acts as if the world revolves around him. But you're still partnered with him. I am. I'm okay with Karma's company, and most people judge and shun me. Karma hasn't done that, and he's even mentioned enjoying my company. I've become more tolerant of him, too. Oh, Princess. His eyes light up, and I see him pointing ahead to a crowd of people gathered around the center of the town. A woman stands in the middle of the crowd, telling people's fortunes. We should go see if we can get our fortunes told. Come on. The crowd around the woman only grows larger until nearly half of the plaza has been taken up. I find myself pushed around in the crowd as I try to follow Waltz. The crowd is dense, though, and in no time at all I have lost him. Waltz! I call for him, but I do not see him over the dozens of people in front of me. I'll wait for him at the outskirts of the crowd. He should be able to find me. I make my way out of the crowd and to the edges of an alleyway. That doesn't sound like a good thing. Alleyways do not tend to be good. But Waltz still does not appear. 10 minutes go by, and I consider walking back into the crowd when I hear a voice behind me. Are you looking for someone, madam? I feel someone grab my hand. Slap him away and take a step back. When I turn, I find a man standing behind me in the alleyway. Didn't mean to startle you. What do you want? I want to help you return to the palace, Princess Lucette. What? You know who I am? I do, Princess. But I can lead you back to the palace. Who are you? Someone who's working for the king. The king does not remember me. The only people that would remember me are witches, fairies, and those with the curse. So who exactly is this man? A witch. You're lying. Princess, why did I ever lie to you? Now come, I'm sure everyone in the palace will be very happy to see you. The man grabs my hand roughly and begins trying to pull me through the alleyway. The first thing I try to do is scream, but the man clamps his free hand over my mouth. The crowd's getting farther from us, and no one can see us in the shadows. Princess, I swear on my word, I'm bringing you back to the palace. Oh. Opening. Wait for an opening. We're watching Karma. Wait for an opening. You'll be expecting me to fight back. I have to hold my ground until there's an opening. What would Horian and Garland do in this situation? Nice and obedient, yeah? Better that way. After all, I'm not a bad guy. Oh, what a load. The man walks me down the alleyway. His hold on me still tight. I'm forced to walk with him until we get to a dead end. Now where was that passageway he was talking about? Now's my chance. What is this I see before me? Look up to see Karma standing on the rooftop right above us in his disguise, holding a sword and a broad grin on his face. Madam, you might hurt yourself playing with that sword. You might want to put it down. What's this, sir? Do you feel threatened by me? You should. Karma jumps down from the building and raises his sword in front of him. His eyes are angry, his earlier jovial personality falling away. Anyone that attacks a lady has to pay for the crime. Karma rushes forward, moving faster than I can see, even in his long dress. The glint of the sword causes the man to pull backwards, loosening his grip on me. I step back from the man's hold and watch as Karma points the sword at the man's neck. Now, I have a sword and you do not. Do you want to test your luck, sir? This isn't worth it. The man runs off, leaving me alone with Karma in the alleyway. What's this? You were a lot cockier just a few moments ago. I breathe out slowly as relief washes over me. Princess! Waltz approaches from where the man had run. Okay, so Waltz went to grab Karma. So, did you meet the coward fellow on your way here? I bumped into a man who looked as if he was running from death. Or not. Oh my, I feel oddly accomplished. Karma and Waltz's voices become faded and indistinct as my vision blurs. I'm suddenly light on my feet. All the adrenaline from earlier has dissipated into thin air. I feel tired. Princess! Before I can collapse, I feel arms pulling me back up. Rest easy, Princess Lucette. I close my eyes and fall into blackness. When I wake up, Anise is setting a tray of food down on my bedside table. She does not notice as I rise slowly from bed. Anise. Oh, Princess, you're up. We were worried about you. Lady Delora and Lady Parfait said you were just out because of shock, but still. How long have I been asleep? Just a few hours, Princess. Don't worry about chores for now. Lady Delora says that if you're feeling better later, you can use Mr. Broom. Just thinking about using Mr. Broom gives me a headache. Where are Karma and Waltz? Waltz is out in the town looking for the man that captured you. And Karma? I think he might be in his room, Princess. He's got patrol tonight, so he's resting a little bit. If he has patrol tonight, that must mean he was resting this morning, too. How did he know I needed help? He was watching you. Do you need anything, Princess? No, I'm going to visit Karma. What? To thank him? I never knew if Karma hadn't been there, things would not have ended so well. Yes. That's sweet, Princess. Oh, Lady Delora wants to talk to you about what happened when you're feeling up to it. Okay. I wait until Anise leaves her room before I follow after her. It's only after I exit my room that I realize I do not know where Karma's room is. Anise must have assumed they already knew with us being partners and all. It's fine, I do not need Anise's assistance for this. I can find Karma's room on my own. It takes me some time, but I eventually find a room with his name on the door. Careful, flowery letters. It suits him. I simply open the door without thinking to knock. That's a rose. That is a rose. So I am right on the Beauty and the Beast thing. I expect to find Karma lying in bed, but instead he is standing in front of a mirror changing his clothes. Princess? Oh. I don't think I've ever seen a shirtless man before. Oh, indeed. It hurts me, and the realization that he's standing there just in his pants hits me hard in the stomach. My face feels incredibly uncomfortably warm. Why are you just standing there? Put on your clothes. Then I notice the large tattoo on his chest. There's a rose ensnared by many vines. I stare at it for a few moments before Karma puts a hand there to conceal it. So that's his marker. It's rude to come into a lady's room unannounced, you know. I wasn't sure if he was in the lady voice or the man was there, but lady voice then. Karma slips his usual dress on carefully over his head and then approaches me. I take a step back without realizing. Karma raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me mischievously. It's a familiar look, but it rouses me more now than it ever has before. My princess, you're as red as a tomato. Are you okay? Does this man always need to point out the obvious? I'm fine. There's no need to shout, darling. Now, what do you come here for? To see me, the beautiful Karma? Does everything always have to revolve around you? Well, you are breaking into my room. I'm barely able to stifle a laugh. Well, I cross my arms and frown at him. His smile makes it harder to get my next words out. I came here to thank you. Do my ears deceive me? What do you say, princess? Princess? Thank you for saving me. You're quite welcome, princess. It was my pleasure. I should leave. Wait, what? I try to leave, but Karma grabs my hand and pulls me back. But princess, don't you owe me something? So Karma was expecting something in return after all. I should have known. No, he means for barging through the room, I think. Yeah. I think you owe me an apology. You did come into my room unannounced after all. What is he talking about? Since you broke into my room, I demand you help me with my makeup. That will forget your transgression. Your makeup? Yes, darling. I thought you were resting because you were going on patrol tonight. Resting? Nonsense. I have much to do. My makeup earlier was so messy that I washed my face in order to reapply it. I cannot believe I am going to agree to this. Fine. Ah, what a splendid day today is. Come, princess, let's do this by a mirror. Karma pulls me over to the mirror where I can see both of our faces reflected. There's a surprising variety of makeup on the dresser beside him. I don't even care that much for my appearance. Why am I helping Karma with this makeup? Now, which feature on the face do you think is the most important one to highlight, princess? What? Where are your eyes attracted to the most on the person's face? When they're laughing? When they smile? Why is he asking me for my opinion on something so trivial? If someone's smiling, the first feature I look at on their face would be... Ah, tricky. All of these actually fit. But for me personally, it's actually the eyes. Which is actually very hard for me to notice, but it's the first thing I'd notice for a smile. You always look at a person's eyes first, so the eyes? Eyes are mirrors to your soul, as they say. Does that mean you always look into my eyes, princess? When he says that, I look into his eyes. Karma flutters his eyelashes at me, and I look back down and grumble. What was that, a trick? Maybe look, what do you think? Think? With my eyes, do they draw you in? I have never looked at Karma's eyes closely, but now that he keeps talking about them, I cannot help but look closer. The eyes are the first thing I notice with him. His eyes are a pretty color. You don't have to answer that, princess. I'm just kidding. Of course. Your eyes, on the other hand, are beautiful. You and Rumple really are the same person. You boast about nonsensical compliments. Nonsensical? Oh, princess, I'm so offended. I mean what I say. I'm like that fool. Anyway, I'll let you choose the order of things. Fine. Just don't make me look like a clown, princess. I know how much you like to tease me, but I need to get out of here quickly today. If you need to leave quickly, shouldn't you do your makeup yourself? Miss the opportunity to have you help me? Nonsense. Oh, I love him. This was definitely the right choice for me, I think. If I can, I'll have you help me with my hair some other time. The way you do yours is beautiful. I always put effort in my hair, as Mother always emphasized the importance of looking like a princess. I've never received a compliment on my hairstyle before. Karma gives me his makeup supplies, and I start layering the color on his face. We're this close, I cannot help but carefully inspect every one of his features. I don't think I even did something like this with Mother. No, Princess, I don't think I deserve your thanks. I paused and raised an eyebrow at him. What? You've been helping me for a while, and I haven't helped you with your curse at all. What I did today was just a coincidence. Coincidence? I'd heard you went to town with Waltz, and so I followed you two. I only happened to catch what happened in the alleyway. You managed to see me even when there were many other people who didn't. I have good eyes, probably. Probably, it's not like you to be so humble. Who said I'm once again offended? Why were you following us in the first place? You said you were too tired to go into town today. I was worried? It was strange not accompanying you today. Worried? Why would you be worried? Karma looks puzzled for a few moments. He glances at himself in the mirror solemnly, then shrugs. Intuition, perhaps? Waltz mentioned something about feeling watched. Is there something that Waltz and Karma are watching out for that I am not? Witches, yes. Karma closes his eyes momentarily, and I take the opportunity to dust his eyes with eyeshadow. He does not seem to mind. Princess, you haven't spoken about what happened today with the Lord Parfait, have you? No, not yet. You came to thank me first? Yes. Oh. Karma falls into silence, and I continue to work, sweeping blush on his high cheekbones. Princess, do you know anything about the man who tried to drag you away today? No, he said that he only said that he said only that he worked for the king before telling me he would take me back to the palace. I wonder how he recognized you. I was wondering that myself. How curious and alarming. The only ones who should pose a problem at this time are witches. Witches? What do they want with me? Well, I only mean that witches are the only ones who can see through our curses. So that man spoke with a witch? Or is a witch? I don't think witches have to be female. It's possible. But why? Why would the witches want me back to the house? Was that man trying to lead me somewhere else? I suppose either way, the man couldn't have wanted to bring me back to the house for a good reason. Is it possible that a witch gave a commoner a description of you, but then why would... Karma stops talking and looks up at me with something like sympathy. Sorry, I'm just throwing my head for ideas. Are the witches really so dangerous, and what did they want with me in the first place? Rest assured, Princess, we will figure this out. I nod my head slowly. I have a lot of questions for Delora and Buffet, but it is possible that even they might not know everything. I'll need to think on my own as well, just in case they decide to keep more of their secrets. Look at Karma and shake my head. Next time I will be more wary. I won't let myself be caught unaware. Before I realize it, Karma has his hand on my cheek and is staring at me solemnly. His eyes are as cold and unmoving as steel. Princess, there won't be a next time. That's what I said. Next time, I'll make sure that you're definitely not alone. Had I been alone today, I might have actually been kidnapped. I know that, but I cannot show weakness. Just need to be more cautious. I'm not some damsel in distress, you know. Having someone at your back is far more comforting. Even on a battlefield, knights fight better together. What's wrong? Nothing. He moves his hand away from my face and stands up sighing. His eyes look suddenly distant and his posture is stiff. I think we're about done here, right? I haven't finished your makeup though. Wait, why am I even concerned about that? Oh, sometimes simple is better, or would you like me to sit back down? I do enjoy being pampered by you, Princess. I take it back, we're definitely done. Good, thank you for your hard work. In an instant, the mood changes and a bright smile once again graces Karma's face. As much as I hate to do this, I'm going to have to leave you. Darling, I have business in town and then a patrol later tonight. I probably won't see you for the rest of the day, but thank you. He's thanking me for putting on his makeup? It was such a small thing. You're welcome. You already thanked me, though. Well, now you can tell I'm twice as thankful as a normal person. It doesn't make any sense, but it's karma. A lot of the things he says do not make any sense. And my voice is getting dry again. I leave the room with Karma, and he leaves the tavern as I go to find Buffet and Delora. The two of them are seated together in the reception, speaking in hushed voices when I arrive. They both pause to look up at me as I walk into the room. Well, if it isn't the princess, it took you long enough to come see us. Denise told us you were unharmed. We're glad to see you're safe, princess. So how about telling us what happened? When prompted, I tell them everything that transpired in the alleyway. The two listening only exchange a solemn glance when I am done. Do you know something about all this that I don't? Why would the witches be after me in the first place? You still haven't figured out your mother, have you? You remember what we said about the Tenebrae corrupting witches? Well, those witches don't like seeing curses broken. They meddle where they can because they can. That's why I cast a glamour on you when you arrived here, so that you could remain hidden from magical eyes. I did it to protect you. To protect me? I think there's more to this that they are hiding, but I do not think any amount of convincing will get to say anything. Forgive us, princess. We're not entirely sure what's going on either. So if it was a human that captured you, it must be working with the witches somehow. Troublesome to say the least, but we don't know the details yet. Give us some time to figure things out. Until we figure out who that man is and who he's working for, you need to have an escort with you out of the march at all times. Do you understand? Once you figure out, will you tell me? Till exchange another look, which only makes me more frustrated. You're obviously keeping secrets right in front of me. We'll tell you once everything falls into place. Don't worry, princess. We'd never let you be put in any danger. The silence is what ends our conversation. I make my way back to my room, feet heavy. I look like a fly caught in a spider's web. I try my best to clear my mind as I return to my room. The days go by slowly, and I make no progress in my curse. Carmen's busy for the night today, and Delora and Parfait are busy talking with Rumpel about his curse in his room. Tonight's the perfect night to go and wander the town by myself. I need to see if I can find out anything about the witches and what's happening around the kingdom. Delora and Parfait are not going to tell me anything, and no one has wanted to take me out of the margins since the kidnapping attempt. These thoughts spiral helplessly in my mind as I sit at a table. Just finished work for the day, and the activity in the marching is beginning to wind down. Garland stands at the door as the last few customers leave the marching. Morgan is walking around the room to make sure that there are no problems. Out of the corner of my eyes, I notice two men pause halfway across the room and glance back at her. I can overhear their words from where I am. Shame that she's a knight, eh? She's the proud type, too proud to let a man dote on her. Bleeding shame indeed, but do you think if I try to say something to her? You too. Garland is suddenly standing behind the two men, an uncharacteristically dark glare on his face. Is there a problem? Doors are closing for the night. I'm going to ask you to please leave. No need to be so uptight, lad. We're on our way out now. The two men walk out, and Garland stands in the middle of the tavern area, glaring after them. He more or less pushed them out of the tavern. If the niece had seen that, she'd probably have scolded him. Garland? You okay? Of course. You think you fool me? I've known you long enough to know that something's bothering you. The other knights who've been nosing me here, if they ignore me. Morgan is still looking insistently at Garland, who is down on the floor. Is he going to say something to her? Garland says nothing though. He looks at a loss for words. Finally, Morgan reaches out and pokes his shoulder, looks up startled. Still the same as always, the silent, watchful knight. Only says things with certainty when he knows the truth. Even the princess is waiting for you to say something. Both knights turn to look at me, and Garland seems surprised. I raise an eyebrow at him, and he urgently looks away. Patrol is starting soon. I'll head out first. Okay, stay safe. Garland nods at her with a little smile before we leave the tavern. Going to sleep soon, Princess? I was just going to head up. I stand up and get ready to move up to my room, but stop once more to look at Chloe. Did you hear what those men were saying? Oh, about me being too proud or something? She did hear them, but chose to say nothing. It doesn't bother me, they're right. I've been independent for a long time. I would never think about pushing my safety to a man I barely know. I can take care of myself. Blunt and to the point, Morgan was really admired for that honesty in the palace. The only other men I've trusted before are my fellow knights, Garland most of all, since we've always been partners. Just not explain any further, I decide that is for the better. The sooner everyone is cleared out, the sooner I can leave for marching. The next night I go looking for answers. Sorry, Karma. But I can handle myself. I'm going to prove it tonight. I may not be able to fight, but I can still be cautious enough to not land myself in trouble. Still, I do not happen to hear much of anything as I'm exploring the town tonight. I should have brought along some kind of weapon, but then I would have had to steal a knife from the kitchen. I'm not a thief. Hours pass before I pass a tavern filled with knights. Deciding that I will at least listen to what is happening at the palace, I linger by the open door and listen to what the men are saying. I hear that young Fritz is having a hard time of it. So bad for the lad. Even Sir Alcasper thinks he's gone mad. Well, he does keep talking about a princess that doesn't exist. Fritz still remembers me, but how? Even his father's growing weary of his babbling. Sir Mithros forced him on break the other day. He didn't seem happy. Well, Sir Mithros must think he's crazy too. Poor Fritz. You keep a secret? Knights look at each other, and I lean as close as I possibly can. Apparently the boy spoke some truth, though Sir Alcasper doesn't quite believe it. He's looking for the daughter of the previous queen. Eh? The witch had a daughter? The previous queen? Are we talking about my mother? How dare they call her a witch? She was a witch. This is even an insult. She was a witch. Apparently she did, though I don't ever remember such a girl. It's top secret stuff. I just happened to wrestle this out when the lackey's looking for her. What's her Alcasper need this girl for? I assume she's dangerous and they want to get rid of her. Are they talking about me? I'm curious, how are we supposed to find this imaginary princess anyway? Does she have any features? I disregard her features. Last man when looked for her said she wore a special pendant around her neck. The Cinderella pendant? I should get out of here. I turn to leave the tavern, but my cloak snags on the door and falls to the floor, tripping me up in the process. I end up falling halfway into the tavern where the chatter abruptly stops. Is this? Oh, a lady. The knights that were talking approached me. One of them picks up my cloak. I attempt to grab my cloak from their fingers, but they pull it away from me, and I stumble into one of them. Madam. He moves to take my hand, and then he stops when he sees my face. A face, and a necklace. Think she was spying on us? A witch! One of the knights grabs me by the wrist, and he pulls me toward him. He's far stronger than the man in the alleyway was. Hand me right now, I'm no witch. There should be no problem, we're just going to take you in, and if there's some big misunderstanding, we'll pay you ourselves, miss. No, let me go, this behavior is not fitting of a knight. Come now, miss, let's go back quietly. Try to convince them. Fight back is useless when I'm outnumbered. I have to try convincing them I'm not who they think I am. You're mistaken, sirs. I happen to overhear your conversation, assuming I'm some imaginary princess is unreasonable. The knights look at each other. You know, she has a point. She's listening to our conversation. It's clearly suspicious. You not hear what I just said? I happen to overhear it. Nothing more. You were cloaked as if you were trying to hide your features. Being out at night without a cloak is a sure way to draw attention to Elise, says myself. No, she has a point. Stop saying that, man. Then, man, there should be no problem with us taking you back to the palace. If you are mistaken, we'll clear up the misunderstanding and pay you handsomely. Come on, let's take her to the palace. That didn't go the way I wanted it to. The knights lead me out onto the empty streets. Why? Why did I have to be so stubborn? The knights continue pulling me down the path until we come to a narrow street. Everyone who sees us walks away to avoid the knights. There's fear in their eyes. I've done nothing wrong. Man, if it makes you feel any better, we're risking our rank on this as well. I don't know, I'm suspicious of. Who goes there? Hi, Karma. I look up and notice Karma's familiar figure walking toward us. What's he doing here, and why is he in his disguise? Gentlemen, I ask you to unhand that woman, as tonight I would be ashamed to be seen treating a lady so terribly. And who are you? Her husband. What? It's a good lie. Unhand her, gentlemen, or taste my blade. Sir, we're just going to take her to the palace to... I'll give you on the count of 3. One knight keeps his grip on me as the other draws his sword. I stare at Karma and continues to count, though the knight attacks him before his sword leaves his sheath. Karma and the knight trade blows, but it's Karma that comes out victorious. His blade slides past the knight's shoulder, distracting him enough to give Karma the opening he needs. Karma reaches back with his free hand to knock the knight out with a blow to the head. It may just be my imagination, but for a few moments I think I see the knight's blade glimmer across the surface of Karma's hand before he falls. The knight holding me holds up his hands in surrender. I yield, sir. It seems no matter how this situation turns out, you are dishonorable. But please, sir. Karma knocks him out, and then stands beside me as he sheathes his sword. Karma, A few moments, Lucette. Karma spends some time forcing a potion from a vial down into the knight's throats. I know what he's doing, and I love it. Watch him quietly, fearing that he might have killed them, but the knight's only seems to be asleep. The potion that Parfait gave me. It'll make the men forget they ever saw you. Aww, it's not what I thought it was. Mine would have been funnier. When Karma stands again, I notice the glimmer of blood on his hand and stare. You're hurt. It's nothing. I'm sorry. Come on, princess, let's go back. Pulls me right out onto the main street and does not let go of my hand. I cannot bring myself to speak. Karma saved me twice now. Not only that, but this time he's injured. He says nothing, but his bloody hand does not move at all. Why'd I have to be so stubborn and insist I can handle myself? I did not speak for a long time. Eventually I notice people start to stare. But before long, the staring grows worse. Young women begin following us, giggling from behind. I turn to Karma, who looks like he hasn't slept in days. Right, his curse. Karma. Sorry, princess, but I'm not in the mood to talk. These girls are walking right behind us. This is... his curse? Karma. Who said I just had my no mood to talk. Do you not hear me? We are being followed. He stares behind us, almost stupidly, and then laughs hollowly when the girls see his face. They start to rush toward us, their voices rising and blending together into horrendous cacophony. Karma's not moving, though. He looks resigned. Maybe he's too tired to realize what he wants to do? I tighten my grip on Karma's hand and pull him away, my pace quickening to a run as the girls chase after us, screaming at me angrily for taking Karma away from them. Lucette, what are you doing? Getting us out of here. Lucette. We looped through the town and into little nooks and crannies where we managed to lose some of the crowd. Karma often led me through some of these spaces as shortcuts. I want to do them too. Once we were alone again, I stop, falling to my knees and letting go of Karma's hand as I catch my breath. That really was a curse, having to run away from so many mindless women. That was difficult. Lucette? What? I did not mean to snap, but the tiredness is pressing on me too. You helped me out of that. Of course I did. Why would I want to be chased by girls? You could have left me behind and gone on alone. Instead you helped me. You helped me too. I guess I paid you back. Though to be honest, I wasn't even thinking about repaying him for saving me. Just that I didn't want Karma to be stuck trying to fend off all those girls. A good deed, because you weren't thinking about it. He's right about his curse. That is terrible. I just realized something. Karma kneels down beside me and waits for me to speak. My curses people forget me, and yours is even strangers become fascinated with you. It's almost like our curses are opposites of each other, and yet we seem so similar. My eyes widen when I realize what I just said. We are similar, aren't we? He holds out his good hand to me, and I let him lead me back to the tavern through the abandoned alleyways. My feet are heavy and all I want to do is sleep, but suddenly Karma is standing before me, his face grave. Lucette, I have to thank you for helping me earlier. I'm sorry I froze like that and I made it more difficult on you. It was so sudden, I was so tired, I had no motivation to move. Should I be thanking you? I'll accept your thanks, even though I wish you didn't have to thank me in the first place. You should not have gone out on your own when you knew how dangerous it would be for you. I am sorry. I'll accept your apology too, because I lost sleep over this. I have no words for how I feel right now. Princess. Karma reaches for my hand again, and this time he holds it up and kisses the back of it. Suddenly, all of my tiredness falls away. You really are a handful. But a delightful handful. I'm going to bandage this hand and then rest. We'll speak later about all this, okay? But the blood. The bleeding stopped on its own, Lucette. It does need to be treated. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Are you sure? Sure as I can be. I don't lie. Not even for the sake of a pretty lady. Call me pretty. Karma lets my hand go as soon as we enter the marching, and then bows politely to me before heading back to his room. I watch him go, my mind whirling. Does he usually kiss women's hands? No, I don't think so. Alright, well, next time we'll pick up on Chapter 6. So I'm going to save here. I feel like I'm getting close to getting something here. Anyways, for now, I am going to end the stream. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great time wherever you may be. Bye, guys.